Hey folks, and welcome to a lovely afternoon here. Today we're in Ang Sila. That's a coastal town between Bang Sen and Chonburi. I just got back from the Lotus at Chonburi, and before anybody thinks that I overbought, I didn't really buy that that paper. I put it back. And besides, it's not really a thing here. You can see there's plenty of paper on the shelves here. But we're not here to talk about paper today. On my way over here to the Lotus, I noticed a couple stands selling durian. And it is March. It's getting close to the end of March, actually. But March is one of those months where you can get kind of a decent deal on durian, and you also have a good selection. Maybe also in July, August time frame, but you can pretty much get it all year, but you're going to pay a higher price and you don't have as good a selection, nor maybe as good a quality. So I saw some pretty large setups on the side of the road, and that's what we're going to check out today. And I'm going to see if the guy can, show us how to pick one out and carve one up. For most people that have never seen this is a totally foreign fruit, but that's not to say it's not good. It's actually very delicious. It can have a bit of a pungent smell, and that turns some people off. But once you get past the initial smell of it, it truly is something special. So here's this first place I saw here. They got a big sign out for 60. That's 60 baht a kilo. That's just to lure you in, though. That's for the little kind of rumpled up ones. So you might notice these guys walking around, they have these sticks. They almost look like conductor sticks. And that's what you use to tap on the side of the fruit and see if it's ripe or not. So I want to take the stick here and try my hand at it. And of course I'm doing it all wrong, but he's going to show me how.
No. Yeah.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
อันนี้ดีกว่าบองเอาปิ๊งปิ๊งสุกบองปิ๊งปิ๊งดิบปิ๊งปิ๊งนี่ดิบอันนี้สุก
Pingไม่ใช่ปิ๊งครับปิ๊ง
เนี่ยดิบ
Yeah, so that's what you're looking for, kind of a deep thud type sound, and that's going to tell you kind of how ripe the fruit is. I think the riper it gets inside, the softer it gets, and I guess it kind of mutes the sound waves more or something. I'm not sure, because if that fruit's real hard inside, then you can't eat it. You would have to let it sit and ripen up. So I gave the stick back to the guy. I said, "Hey, you find me a good one. I want one that I can eat today." A lot of times they'll try to sell you one that you can eat, tomorrow. They'll tell you let it sit 2 or 3 days. But I want one that's ready to go. I want a good ripe one. So he's going to pick one out here for me. Yeah, so that's a real beauty there. So you can see the fruit the guy has in his hands. He's going to go put it on the scale. Just right now, if you want, you can pause this video and just kind of make a guess, educated guess of what you think that's going to cost. I'll tell you later, but if you want to make a guess and keep it in your mind, or put it in a comment what you thought it would be. They're charging here 100 and I think that was 150 a kilo. They had a pile for 120 a kilo, a pile for 60 a kilo. But it varies, and the good quality ones, 150 is not bad. I see 180. I think 180 is out of line. But this lady's going to show us how to carve it up here now.
โอ้ยสวยมากเลยโอ้ Okay, middle. Middle. นิดหน่อยถ่ายวิดีโอไปมาแล้วรอบนึงบนเสียใจค่ะแกงมากเก่งมากโอ้ยสวยด้วย
Yeah, I gotta say, she makes this look easy. At least for me, it is not that easy. I've tried to do this before. She just makes so quick a work of this. The durian in this area, most of the durian in this area come from roundabout down in Rayong, and that's where these folks are from. They brought all this durian up here today on trucks, and they're selling it. And I guess they do this every day or a lot of days, and they know what they're doing. So this thing weighs in at 4.5 kilos. So you pay for the fruit in its kind of uncarved weight, and they don't have the plastic containers and all that. We're going to take it home, and then we'll dig out the pulp. But all the hard work, all the heavy lifting is done. She's carved this thing up, cut through that hard rind or bark or whatever you call it. And all there is to do now is to take it home. And I'll show you how
มี
to
ส
do
ตอ
that.
ด้วย
อ๋อโลละร้อย
นี่มากินนึ่งเหนียวหน่อยครับ
โอเคโอ้ยอ๋อโอเคขอบคุณครับ
So yeah, all totaled, that came out to a little over 600 Thai baht, or that would be roughly right around $20 for that fruit. 4.5 kilos. Now that 4.5 kilos incorporates all the weight of the shell or the husk or whatever you call it, and that's a lot of the weight. That's probably 2/3 of the weight, I would estimate. So inside that, we'll take it home, is all the fruity goodness and the pulp. So, like I said, in March, you can get pretty decent deals. I've seen them a little bit cheaper than this, but not by much. I see a lot more expensive than this. So let's get it home and see what it looks like on the inside. There we are. We just got it laid out on the floor there. And we'll start the dissecting. Well, the dissecting's done. All we have to do is take these sections off. She's sectioned it off so nice that you can basically do the rest barehanded. Now you do have to be careful. Those little points are sharp, and you can cut yourself. You can they'll get you. So you got to know what you're doing. I got a friend here that's going to do it for me. And there it is. Look at all that big sections of pulp in there. I guess that's the pulp or the meat. I guess it should be the meat, I guess. And that kind of yellow section, that's the part you're going to eat. That's the meat. Now, inside of that big nice, I guess these are kidney-shaped, I guess you could call it, kidney-shaped sections of meat. Inside that will be like a kind of a tan color brown seed. So you will have, but it's a huge seed. It's not like a small seed you're not going to see. You're definitely going to see it. But so that's all meat except for whatever that seed is. And it's, like I said, it's a pretty sizable seed. But we're just getting this out chunk after chunk out of these sections, and we'll just kind of set it off to the side in a plastic bag while we're digging it all apart. But of course, the rind we're going to throw away. This is all the edible part here. And we're going to end up with a big tub of this. So I guess the next question is, what do you do with it? I mean, you can just eat it just like this. You can literally take it out of this husk and just start eating it right away. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. I prefer mine I prefer mine cold. So I would, at a minimum, put mine in the refrigerator, let it get cold, and then you can dig it out and eat it. But I also like it frozen. So a portion of this I'm going to freeze, because I don't want to eat all this at once. But a portion of this I'm going to freeze, and it'll eat almost like ice cream once it's frozen. So it's good stuff. Now I got to tell you, this has gotten expensive over the years. They export a lot of this now, and it's gotten more and more expensive. And if you ever want to do something nice for somebody you know, or maybe your favorite shop or whatever, this is a great way to this is a nice thing to bring them. Bring somebody some durian, they will remember that. This is considered the king of fruits here, and just about everybody likes it, and for good reason, because it is delicious, and I think it's fairly good for you as well, vitamins and everything. But I have talked to people who said it puts weight on. So now we're going to get down to the brass tacks. This is what we're ending up with, about eight to 9 sections of this yellow pulp or meat. And you can do various things. You can make custard out of it, eat it just like that, freeze it, all sorts. There's all sorts of things. Eat it with sticky rice and a coconut milk. There's all kind of different recipes and things. But however you eat it is very creamy, very fruity. Very delicious. So that's a little bit about durian. And like I said, it has gotten rather expensive. You can buy this just in this state right here where it's already been peeled and it's already out of the husk. And one of those sections, one of those kidney-shaped sections, will generally run you between 200 to 300 baht, or about $8 or $9. So this is an economical way to buy it. And like I said, you can freeze it, keep it for later, because it is a lot. You're going to get a lot of meat. You don't probably want to eat all that in one sitting. But that'll do it for today. Just a little Thai street food video on durian and how to select one and how to cut it up. So I'll leave this off here. I'll thank you for watching, and until next time, bye for now.